Foul creatures, be cleansed by my power. The Owicious Wind's power inhibits your actions. The Owicious Wind gathers his immense strength. You have to do something. But the Owicious Wind's power binds you. Struggling against his power, Melanie recalls Vince's final words. Your spell can make this world a better place. Through everything, realization strikes her. The only way out of this is to use forbidden magic. I offer myself, body and soul, as payment. Melanie recites the spell, then turns to you. I'm sorry, she says, her voice faint. You'll have to finish what you started without me. Melanie's powerful magic has bound the Owicious Wind. That same power, though, has also bound her. drained from casting the spell, Melanie collapses to the ground. Her spell breaks the power binding you. You can move freely again and feel the spell has bound the Awishous Wind. Now's your chance to end this. Give it all you got. You defeated the Awishous Wind. Sherwin, returned to his human form, seems not long for this world. You rush to Melanie's side. The moment you reach her, you notice something strange. Melanie's transformed into a monster. Just then, Winifred and the others return from their search of the area. It seems the emergency stores of dragon tear kept in the altar were all dashed upon the ground during your battle with Sherwin. Despair buckles your knees. You've lost Melanie and any hope of changing Mar back. Winifred slips something into your hand. You hold it up and see the empty vial of dragon tear that Sherwin drank. But if you squint, you can make out one last drop in the bottom. You got a vial of dragon tear from Winifred. The world, cut off from its supply of medicine with the dragon's death. Your twin, for whom you have searched high and low for some way of restoring her human form. And Melanie, transformed into a monster and lying prone before your very eyes. You must decide for which purpose to put the all-powerful dragon tear. As though you were trying to cling to something, you offer up every supplication to the dragon tear. And then... the dragon tear's light overwhelms you. You feel your consciousness start to slip away. Where's that voice coming from? Wake up, screams Ridis, shaking you ungently. Your eyes peel open, and you glance around. You're alive, says Melanie through flowing tears. You let go of a heavy sigh of relief to see she's human again. Bruno says you collapsed after the dragon tears started shining with fierce light, and that you've been unconscious ever since. That's when you realize Mar is nowhere to be seen. You wrap Mar, returned to human, in your firm embrace. Thus your journey drew to its conclusion. As for the story afterward, you return to Advent Castle and make your report of the events to Queen Nilla. She rewards you handsomely for telling her the truth about the dragon, but it's barely enough to cover the cost of repairs to Ridis's home. Bruno returns to the coastal village he calls home, still squabbling with Oreo. The dragon agrees to continue providing dragon tear for the kingdom, so long as he can live the rest of his life in peace and quiet. Queen Nilla denounces the Ivory Order for their cruelty and seizes control of medicinal production. She does all she can to ensure a more ethical manufacturing process. Winifred, Hedwyn, and Berwyn leave the Ivory Order, establishing a new organization to help the needy. And what of you, Mar and Melanie? Queen Nilla asks you to serve in her court, but that's not really something the three of you are cut out for. You decline to set off for new adventures. And to this day, the incessant bickering of the bounty-hunting twins and the Black Witch can be heard in various far-flung corners the world over. This is a story of long, long ago and long, long from now. Thank you for playing. Did you enjoy your adventure? Good to hear. That means I succeeded as your game master. Now then, this is the end of your long journey, which means you and I must regrettably part ways. I hope we meet again in the world of Voice of Cards. It's been a pleasure.